Alright, welcome back Delhi. Then as I promised, we have Ska Vengers in the house. Can you guys make some noise please?
Yo.
Okay, there's different random noises, but I wanted a uniform one. But it's okay, we'll go with that. I read it online. You guys actually have performed inside Tihar jail.
I was an involuntary guest in Tihar just for a short time. There's some irregularity with a visa or something.
Okay.
The matter's solved now. But anyway, while I was there, I thought I might as well spend the time constructively. And I have to say, many of the people there were very decent. And I've seen more crooks in the police force and in the legal system than I have inside Tihar jail amongst the inmates. So I decided to find a way to replenish a lot of the instruments. So when they eventually released me, I got in contact with a music retailer, Furtados, and they were happy to sponsor a concert by Ska Vengers. We invited the press and everything, and we staged this concert.
How was the experience performing there?
Well, it was incredible. I mean, we actually forgot. We weren't really aware. It didn't seem like we were performing.
Yeah, it was actually quite cool. But at the day of the performance, you'll be glad to know that Stefan was the chief guest also of the event.
So,
he actually lit the diya.
My people. Now we already extended a friendly warning for any government or IB agents who are in the premises. But we're gonna get a little bit more nasty now. So I want to see if you guys can work with me and we get a little bit more rowdy. Has anybody ever been in jail? Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Me, Stefan and Tony, we were playing together in a band called Emperor Minch first. After that, I remember meeting Taru, this one restaurant in Saket. And what we did was that day we decided we'll just get on stage and we'll just do this, we'll just do this one jam. And it was called Vampire, which also became a song later for us. And that was the first time Taru got on stage with us, and he rapped and stuff, and that was an alright show, I thought. And with Samara we had done a gig earlier, so what we did was there was an Emperor Minch set where Samara sang, and then there was a Ska Vengers set where Samara sang again. So I guess for me personally, from my point of view, it was just an extension of Emperor Minch. Like Ska Vengers in the very beginning was just an extension of Emperor Minch. Yeah. But everyone in the band is going to have a different version of this, because I guess everyone's going to look at this from their point of view.
I've got 4 basses, one of which isn't mine, and one acoustic guitar. and one baby, new baby. But this is the one I've been playing for last 15 years. So yeah, all the recordings, all the live shows. And now I got a new bass here that you can't see. Fender Precision Japanese bass. Couple songs, my bass lines have been kind of the base of the song. But mostly it'd be Stefan has come up with some riffs, and then I build on it, or I follow his lines. So most of the songs I would say Stefan has spawned.
One more time.
Stefan wanted to start a ska band, and he asked me, do you want to play ska? And I've been listening to punk and ska since I was 15, so I was up for it.
4-5 मैं 5 तक पक्का पहुंच जाऊंगा. Man, you know it, one. I mean, it's because I'm always late. Stefan thought it was really funny to call me late, which actually got us into a little bit of a scenario in like Kerala of all places. So this lady who was supposed to introduce me, she was supposed to introduce me as the late Nikhil Vasudev, and she didn't do it because she was afraid I would die the next day. Which is kind of cool also if you look at it. But 5:30 है ना? 5:30 तक पहुंच जाऊंगा.
Students of Premier Film and Television Institute of India and Pune protested the appointment of new chairman because he is a member of the ruling party. The protesters alleged that the new chairman lacked experience and he was chosen for the key post due to his affiliation with the ruling party. The students wrote to the central government asserting that they will continue their protest until the appointment of the chairman was revoked. The students have also been boycotting classes and have shut down administrative offices on the campus to vent out their anger.
Live close to the...
Yeah, I live very close to here. That day I just walked it, man.
Yeah, you can walk to
It's a push like it.
भाई साहब यार ये ऑफिस कहाँ पे पता है आपको? कहाँ से? यहाँ से जा सकते हैं? उसी गली में है.
उसी में आप चले जाओ अंदर. आप यहाँ से गाड़ी टर्न करके ऐसे ही ले जाओ.
सही, थैंक यू.
You're driving towards incoming traffic.
They watch us from CCTV, but you know we have our own intelligence. You know we have our own intelligence. They have raw CIA, Scotland Yard, FBI, and the one Mossad. Brother than broad, larger than large. Informer gonna bust you apart. From CCTV, you know we have our own intelligence. You know we have our own intelligence. CIA, Scotland Yard, FBI, and the one Mossad. We broader than broad, larger than large. 1 second, this doesn't go.
We're kind of a thorn in their eye, you know? Like, you can try and insert some kind of discourse, some kind of sense of reality into that space. Whether that leads to an awakening of consciousness, music in and of itself is not enough to do that, you know? We can try and forge a sense of unity, and I do see that happening to a degree. Like, over the last 5 years, increasingly people come to the shows who identify with the content and who feel relieved that there's someone expressing things that they feel. And this is not just the fans, we feel the same way. Like if someone comes to the show and shares with us like, yeah, we feel this, we share your feelings, we're on the same page as you, that gives us heart as well, because we're also seeking to be part of a community.
Them have raw, them have IP, and they watch us from CCTV. But you know me and me own intelligence. But you know me and me own intelligence. Them have raw, CIA, Scotland Yard, FBI, and them have Mossad. Me larger than, me broader than, me larger than broad. And if a sound try test, we go bust at them. Who is it? Belly cells and head club, ready for your visit. All double one is a new delegate. You belly cells and copy for the ball of porcelain. I crazy double no, we move the jump. To the limit, running congrats. You know we never timid. Fish in a sea when I dress up in a sea. We gonna get intelligence every hour, every minute. You don't know. You see we are the youngest. That's my culture, it never replenish. Beginning and the end, start and the finish. That's my song, you get the knowledge and the finish.
Then I'm there, watch us from CCTV. But you know we have our own intelligence. You know we have our own intelligence. Then across CIA, Scotland Yard, FBI, and the one that's on. Looking broad, larger than large. In common,
That's my culture, he's wanting it.
That's why I love reggae music, because reggae music comes from a former slave plantation. Reggae music it's outside of music, you know. That's why we also talk about India to Africa, because I think it's very important that we recognize that these struggles. Capitalism, the promise it holds out of like a life of comfort and consumerism is not available to everyone. You need a large workforce to support that. You have to exploit workers and the environment to create surplus value. There's just simply no other way. But creating this bigoted kind of intolerant idea of nationalism and feeding this kind of pride, you know, it's a way to mask the real reasons of why are our lives not working out. Why are you not free? Why don't you have control over your own life? You know, it's masking that by creating a false enemy and a false kind of self-image.
There's a lot of people out there who say that you're not from the country, you have no right to deal with the politics of the space.
Yeah, there are a lot of people who think this is not your country, you don't, you have no right to comment on our politics. And my argument to that is, we just comment, we just see what's around us. It's not, so it's okay to comment on politics of any other country except the country I'm living in.
I think in India maybe it's more important to have this kind of thing. I'm grateful that Taru has this, because he's the one coming up with the lyrics at the end of the day. But yeah, I'm very much agree with his line on this, and talking about current political affairs. I think it's great. It's what makes us also an Indian band more than just playing in the scene. It's good to have a band member that voices this in the music as well.
It's fascism disguised as this democracy. Yeah, I think that we're extremely patriotic.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. We move by care and love. Volume-wise, you okay?
Huh.
Yes, sir.
Waiting for my man. Hey, $26 in my hand.
Anything from a man is about Stefan.
You know, I don't even notice anymore that it's all men. You know, when I do notice is when there's another woman present. Then I notice the vibe and the energy change. But I've been around these boys for the last 6 years, so I don't even notice that they're all men.
Being a musician?
Privacy. Privacy is definitely one. As you can see, if you scan the camera around, you'll see what I mean.
White skin girl with foreign accent. So you heard about him, about the pattern, but now it's gone. And you know that it is life.
Sometimes to make ends meet, I have to do these silly little jobs. One of the silly little jobs is a voiceover artist for usually very dry academic e-learning modules. I kind of perfected the art, somehow managed to read it on auto, so I don't actually know any of what I'm saying. I don't know what any of it means, but if you just modulate it and speak up and down and make it sound interesting without really knowing what you're talking about, it's kind of... So I've perfected the way of doing this. If mentally I'm making a shopping list or something like that. It's an art.
And when you play your keys, are you on auto mode or like constantly improvising?
No, it's playing the keys. I don't think about shopping. I'm actually thinking about playing the keys.
Ska Vengers is a dance band at the end of the day. I mean, that's the core idea of the band anyway. All the other political stuff is on top, you know, and it's the personalities of the people coming through. But in reality, the actual band is a dance band, you know. So yeah, and it's already happening. I mean, we are anyway playing like sort of bastardized bhajan rhythms, because bhajan rhythms also have like this sort of forward sort of, you know, that kind of like forward sort of movement happening. You have the same in ska.
Also, I think we play differently now. I mean, the boys play differently, all the musicians play differently. The first album, even in comparison, was far more, you know, on time, perfect. This one is a little bit, our second album is a little bit more raw.
I have instructed all of the department managers to explain the commitment and policy in meetings with their teams and during induction of new starts to the plant. Okay? In my experience, it is a good idea to pick out any of the statements which may seem particularly relevant to the plant, particularly. That's what I said. I said what? Particularly. I'm just reading with a British accent because that's what I was asked to do.
Today, Stefan was playing, and as he was performing, he was also modeling, and he was wearing this incredible madder red root, naturally dyed, Kala cotton, khadi, handloom jacket.
When you are finished with this module, click next to continue.
People believe that India doesn't have any like horn section culture. India has had a horn section culture since the beginning. Like if you go to even places like Pakistan, like the bigger India and under Britain, in Lahore and all, they had a big culture of like not big culture, but there were these musicians who were like bagpipe players. And they still exist, like not in India anymore, I think, but you find something similar in Indian army bands, and they would be playing things like, you know, Vatan, Vatan. They would be doing the same thing, like same like patriotic stuff.
So why the name Delhi Sultanate?
Sultanate is an interesting period because a lot of the kind of Hindu-Muslim syncretic cultural trends that have made this such an interesting and rich kind of place began in that period, you know.
Begum is the Indian version for myself being a reggae artist, and X is inspired a little bit by Malcolm X. So the question of identity is very interesting to me, whether it's erased identity, imposed, owned, or the one that you put onto yourself. So therefore Begum X. My volume is set.
India, travel down to Africa, Africa, travel to America, America, link to got that party and try to do things far away from home. Then I travel down to Germany, Italy, France and in Switzerland. 1934 I reach England and get ready for your assassination. Say,
Dad, won't you hear my plea?
well, hear me now.
Before you open up your doors,
I don't want nothing from you.
I don't care if I spend 99 years in jail. Send me to the electric jail.
Travel the path of me from back with some hardship. Pan patrol strolling to my target. One question before we get started. You know what the one-way ticket to the morgue is. Body bag stuck up in a cold storage. Crushed my culture and said it was garbage. Ruled by the cruel rules of the free market. Has to crack a grandpa what a cat and 9 tears garage.
George, won't you hear my plea? Before you open up your car,
yeah, man, listen.
I don't care if I spend 99 years in jail.
So what you gonna do?
Send me to the electric chair.